when one of my conscious business ladies asks for a reading. So ladies prescribe to get a reading, and this is the readings that I do for them when they're part of this membership group. I was asked by this lady who's writing this phenomenal book, what does my book want from me? What's the bigger picture? So I've gone in and I've done a little bit of a dig around, asking questions, and then just asking some more questions within that, just to see what came up. So this is what's coming up. So what does the book want to tell you? What does the book want to tell you was one of the questions that I asked. And normally what I get is a feeling of what's coming through, what's the overall picture. And it was a feeling of it's like the sun came out, like there was just this lighter, brighter feeling, very, very spacious and expansive, and it's just worlds apart. And I just get there that no shoulds, no shoulds, no shoulds. So there are no shoulds, there's no force, there's no effort, it's just, and it becomes clear further on in the reading. So I shall continue and you'll understand more about what that means. And there's no shoulds, there's no pressure. It's all about the way you do your genius. It's not an educated way. It's not something that you've been taught about. It is about when someone does things in their genius and they get to unravel that, they get to understand what that is, and then they can pay that forward. They can show other people exactly how they did it, because it's not about what you think you know. It's more about following your guidance and following the signs. It's just when you know that you're brilliant at something, you're a genius at it. So how did that come about? All right, okay, I did this and then I did that and then I unraveled it, and then this is the way that I work from now on. What I got then was a picture of, there's about a group, and I would say looking at it, it's a group of about 30 authors, very, very conscious, and there's a feeling behind this as well. It's a feeling of very, very serene, very knowing, very enlightened ones. I don't mean this like Buddhas or anything else. We're just normal, average day people, but you know your shit. You know what you're called to do, you know what you're good at, and then you're able to explain it. And these are the core of the book. These are the authors. Now, again, going back to the very core of the book, the value of the book is the community. It is the heart and soul, the fact that everybody's connected, meaning I'm just seeing this kind of like this cloud rising up, the cloud being the authors, rising up, and they are this community, the supporting motivator, and they hold the space for every single other person in that community, in that cloud. iCloud. All right, okay. So it reaches and it gets a sense of where everybody is, where each and all are at the moment in their business, that they're all one. The cloud means that as one is doing this, another one gets to do that, and you see the advantages and you're able to help other people out in that particular community. That's what it means by the cloud. Get that now, that you are all one. So this book means that you bring a lot of people together who are all doing their own kind of business in their own way, but you're all doing it as one, because it's lifting up. It's a community that lifts up and shows a completely different way of doing things. Doesn't matter whether it's this kind of business or that kind of business or that kind of therapy. The fact is that you're all doing it for a common goal. You're all doing it within this cloud. You're here to serve people and in business as an example. So this is kind of just spelling out a little bit more detail about what this book's big purpose wants to tell you. I think it's more of a reiteration rather than telling you anything that's new. So this is where you're all sewn in with, oh yeah, there's like a golden thread that goes each and through everyone. If you can think of like a dream catcher, this is what I'm seeing. It's like each and every one of you is like within that, all sewn together with this golden thread. within the circle, which is the cloud. So it's very intriguing, and you're like on a platform for awareness, for conscious expansion, and things that come through you. I don't know if that's making sense, but anyway, that's what I'm getting, and that's what I'm reading. Okay, it's a portal for growth. So this is going into more depth. So this is a portal for growth. So when I see this dream catcher, when I see you all within this cloud, each and every one of you on all these different threads that go through, it's a portal for growth, to release you here to create with joy and ease. It's not about the must-dos or the shoulds or the how-tos. It's the real sole reason for this is to be able to create a business, to create your life. But the basis of all of that is for joy and for ease and for the good of all. You are here, all here for the good, the joy of living, to being alive. And the business is not the working part of it, the overthinking or the hard work. It is all integrated. It is all part of every single thing that you do. And you absolutely love it. Okay, there's something in the presentation of all the greats and what they do naturally. If you can think about people who've been really successful in their business, and I'm thinking about certain few people that I kind of know, but there will be more. Of course, this is everybody who's in the book as well. That they are the greats, that they have done things because they did it naturally. They follow their desire, they create, they just do it. They know how to do it because they know the world needs it, because it really mattered to them, and because this feels really compelling. If you think about Richard Branson, Steve Jobs, even John Lennon, all these kind of people are saying, I didn't do it to make money. I didn't do it to have a business. It's just an idea came to me, and it was just, I couldn't not do it. It was just absolutely brilliant. And of course, that's the way it goes. And this is what the book is here to share. It's about how all these people did that, how you go about doing that, how it became really, really easy, and just the joy of living, the joy of integrating your business in with your life. It's not like, oh, I'm going to work now. It's really that's part of your life, and it's all integrated and all sewn together. So it's not business men or women from commerce, from university educated, the ways of business. Rather, it's just a knowing and a belief that this is my way. This is what I'm here for. This is the real depth of it all. And this is what lights me on fire. This is my ignition. This is really what I'm here to do. And I love doing it. Today I don't love that quite so much, but this is really pulling me. This is tickling me. So I'm going to really concentrate on that. And sometimes you can have one or two different aspects to your business or to your life. And it's all about growing with all of it. So you've got to love going to work as much as you love the rest of your life. And you've got to love the rest of your life as much as you love your work. And if you're looking at being a workaholic, like something that I've been, and I know the lady who is writing this book, putting this book together, we're major doers. We can really sort of like overdo ourselves and be workaholics. So where does the love come in? Where does the life come in? Now, and then I asked a specific question. So what is it specifically that you want to say, book, to your author or to the person who's putting it all together? Follow the desire, the urge to open up huge possibilities, consequences. When the pages are flicked over, they inspire, they motivate, they encourage. So this is what you're being shown here is the essence of the book. The essence of the book, what she wants. I say she. There's a feeling in there, and you've always got to follow the feeling of what the thing that you're creating wants. So that's the feeling of it. That's the essence. The pages are flicked over and they inspire, they motivate, and they encourage. The big picture, your passion to serve, to solve, to passionate is not a business so much as a way of life. to enjoy life with a passion entwined. No push, just open, just an open book. So if you can feel the essence of the open book that inspires you, you want to read more of it, you're motivated, you're encouraged. No effort, no sell, just curiosity to look inside a new world. Wow, I never imagined, can you imagine the reader kind of saying, wow, I never imagined that was possible. I always thought it was hard work to run a business, to do something. I've got this idea and I'm going to run with it. This is what you're inspiring. Then I'm looking up and I'm being handed this really old leather-bound book. You can imagine it's like a book of spells. And this is a beautiful part because I've done a reading for you before. I see you as the fairy godmother. So there's a real energy in that about being the fairy godmother, just sort of granting wishes, and I'm thinking about all the things that fairy godmothers mean, but that was definitely the image that I got, and an image I got from you ages ago when I did my first reading for you about the vision that Source wants for you, was this institute, this association that you have, and you're the fairy godmother. You grant people wishes. You're so calm and relaxed and such a big vital energy in this huge modern world. I see this very modern building and you're all there in your fairy godmother outfit. So that's what it means to me. Yeah, there's a feeling in there. There's a feeling that the book has as well. So imagine that you're in a boat, a rowing boat, just a very simple rowing boat, and you're just in that rowing boat, sort of like lolling back, and you're being pulled. You can imagine a thread or a rope, and it's just being pulled in a direction that the book wants to go. So this is the feeling that you're to follow. And I ask for any specific dates, and I'm getting May 2023, May the 22nd or 23rd. So maybe this is a portal for the next expansion or the unveiling, something like that. I wasn't sure what that was being shown there, but definitely a significant date is May 22nd, 23rd of 2023. I was also asking, is there anyone specifically for you to look out for? The immediate name came to me was Jim, and then a Faye, and then a Karina, and then no more names came. So just look out for those names. It could be that you're doing something similar, or they're going to show you something that you don't know how, or it could be an author for the book. So these are just significant names. A collection of authors. Oh, right. Okay. So it's a collection of authors from every single walk of life, every single type of business, who are doing things in a conscious way. Not, well, I'm going to go and work in a bank because that's what my dad told me. That's what I'm educated to do. I'm always having a bit of a laugh there. It's whatever business you're in and whatever business you run independently, or however you've set up your employees or anything like that. There's every single walk of life, every single type of business that would be really helpful for other people, but on a conscious level, so that they're reading, they're understanding I'm getting the word nitty-gritty, but it's more than that. It's getting to know the details. And I'm seeing a picture here about a box. So like I'm getting Christmas, and by Christmas a lot more of it is all boxed together. And oh, there's a rise to stardom in there as well. That sort of phrase came through as well. I'm hoping this is helpful. I'm hoping this is kind of resonating with you. If you have any further questions, as you always know, we can always take a deeper look in any particular aspect of that. This all came through because I was asking, what does the book have to say to you? What is her purpose? What does she want you to do? Where are you going with this? What does she want to tell you? Your business is an entity. Your business is living, breathing entity that we get to serve, if you understand that. So they always have this purpose, this journey. We are just the facilitators. So the energy of the book or your business or your coach, whatever it is that you're doing, has an energy that it wants you to open up to follow. I'm just seeing if there's anything else coming through there. It really is more about keeping up with the flow, following on what you're being told. Your business has better and more ideas than you do, so let that come through. And this is what I'd call practical magic. This is when you're allowing that to come through, and often we don't. We get screwed up in our thoughts and what we think we should be doing. So this is the reading that's over. I shall tag you in this so that you know who you are, and then you can do with it whatever you like. And thank you very much for asking for your reading. Have a great day.